Good morning, I'm Bee, and this is my YouTube channel, The Fuzzy Knitting Bee. So this week I thought we would have a nice little cozy knitting week and work on some projects that I've really been wanting to work on. It is actually officially fall for me. I am still in September. This video is going to be out sometime in October, but it is officially fall for me and I am so happy. And I have a lot of great projects that I've been wanting to work on. So let's talk about those. Okay, so this first project that I know I'm going to work on this week is the Grandma Core Hood by Veronika Lindberg. I have knitted one before. I knitted it while we were on a trip, and I remember really enjoying this project. So I actually have casted on another one, and I have worked on it a little bit. So we're going to continue working on this project. I remember just really enjoying this project while we were on the trip, and it's got a lot of great memories. I wear it all winter. It is one of my favorite things to wear. So I am making another one. Okay, so I casted on these a few weeks ago and I finished the first sock for each pair, and I have not casted on the second sock. So I think this week I actually want to cast on the second sock for the Colorwork sock, because I know I'll wear this one a lot this winter and fall. So I want to cast that one on, and we might cast on this one, but I'm not in too much of a hurry, because it is kind of a summer weight sock and kind of a summer style. But I do still want to cast on the next one for those, but I really want to cast on the Colorwork sock. So we will be casting the second one on. So another project that I actually have made before is the emotional support chicken. I am making another one, and this one is going to be for my mom. So this is all I've gotten done on it so far, so we're going to continue working on that. So I'm really excited because I really love my emotional support chicken. I think it is so cute, and I really enjoyed the pattern, so I'm excited to work on hers. So throughout the week, I might also pick up other projects. I also have like a granny square bag that I'm working on. I have the Salty Days sweater. I have some projects like that I might pick up throughout the week, and if I do, I will put the information up on the screen. But for now, grab that nice cozy drink, grab that project that you are currently working on, get somewhere absolutely comfortable, and let's get started. So it's been a little bit since I've done a talking update, and sorry if you hear some noise in the background. It's my dishwasher, it's just making a lot of noise. But I have gotten a lot of work done on the hood the past few days, and yes, it's a different day. I know I'm wearing the same sweatshirt, but it was kind of cold in the house today, and this is really cozy and comfortable, so I just put this back on. But I've gotten a lot of work done on the hood. I am actually now working in the round, and I'm about to change needles for the bottom. And I think once I'm done with the main part of the hood, I'm probably going to cast on the second sock for the Colorwork socks. I will also probably work on the chicken some, but I think that's my plans for now. But it is working up really, really fast, and I'm loving it. It kind of looks like chainmail, I've also noticed, but I kind of like that. I think that's kind of cool. But yeah, I'm really excited. Okay, so it has been like 2 days since I have really sat down to knit, and one of those 2 days I didn't film or really knit at all. So today I'm finally getting to sit down again and knit, and I'm really, really happy about it. I am down to the ribbing on the hood. The only problem is that the needles for that part are on my Salty Days sweater, and I have, I think, 1 or 2 more rows left on the body. So I'm actually going to now work on the lovely Salty Days sweater. So I should be able to finish the body, but that also got me thinking, because I haven't been filming for 2 days for the most part. I think I got some clips yesterday. I'm actually going to extend this video a little bit, and we're going to change it up. It's still going to be a cozy week, more like 2 weeks knitting. But I think what we're going to do is try to finish some projects, or at least get a good part of it done. It is also October 1st, and that also means that it is my birthday month. I am so excited. So I kind of want to have some like little fun projects done that I might could wear on my birthday. So yeah, in total we technically have 14 days. So we can see how much I can get done on the Salty Days sweater. This is the one that I really want to get done. But once I finish the body, I'm also going to finish the bottom of the hood, and then I'll get started on the sleeves. So yeah, that might have been a little confusing. I'm sorry about that. But I've also made a pot of almond tea, so I'm going to enjoy a cup of almond tea, and I'm going to knit for a little bit. So let's do that now. Okay, so last night I finished the main part of the hood, and now all I have left to do is around the face and then the drawstring. Also, night before last, I finished the body of the Salty Day sweater. I think it was night before last. But I finished the body of the Salty Day sweater, so now I just need to pick up for the sleeves and then also work on the collar. And then I'm also still working on the chicken. I haven't worked a whole lot on it. I've done a few rows, but that's how much I have done. So not a lot. And then I also can cast on for the second sock. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do exactly. Do I want to cast on the second sock? Do I want to continue working on the chicken? Do I want to pick up for the sleeves or around the face on the hood? I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I also, this morning, while trying to figure out what I wanted to do, got to thinking about this yarn that I have. And I've had it forever. I got it from someone, I don't remember who exactly, but I have like a sweater quantity amount. And I did not know exactly what to make with it. And then I was looking through my library on Ravelry, and I have a pattern in mind. And that is the Sorbet sweater by Veronika Lindberg. Of course, that would be another Veronika Lindberg pattern that I will be casting on. I love her patterns. So I've had this one also in my pattern stash for a while. So I have been working on the swatch for that. I will probably cast this one on after I finish the Salty Days sweater. I might cast it on a little bit before so I can just get started on it, but like really work on it after the Salty Days sweater. So while I've been trying to figure out what I want to do this morning, I've been working on that. And I think what I've decided is I'm going to cast on Tingle. I'm going to cast on the second sock. So I have it casted on. And then because I have knitting group tomorrow and I want something to work on, I think I'm also going to pick up this for the sleeves on the Salty Days sweater. I think that's what I'm going to do today. I don't have a whole lot to do. It's 1 o'clock now. I'm about to eat lunch. And I think for the rest of the day, I'm just going to knit. I have a lot of projects to work on, so let's get started. So this sweater's not on my fall knitting plans, but I'm coming to the end of the Salty Days sweater. I'm getting really close with the Daydreamer cardigan. I actually plan to pick that one up next week. So y'all will probably see that one too in this video. So I'm going to only be down to one sweater pattern that I'm working on. And I don't like that. I want to have multiple. I like having multiple sweaters because they're all different. So I decided that I'm going to pick that one up as well. Just to have long-term project, no real plans to finish it anytime soon, which might mean that I'm going to finish this one soon, which is not my goal. But it always seems like it's like the projects that I don't really plan to finish soon. I always finish those first. But yeah, there's no real plans for this one. This is just kind of a long-term project that I wanted to start. I've been looking at this yarn for a while. This is a pattern that I've wanted to try out for a while, so it all just kind of worked out. Okay, so my lunch is going to take just a little bit to heat up. So I think while I'm waiting for my lunch to heat up, I'm also going to put together a pie, a really small one, because I had some pie filling left over from yesterday. So I just need to make another crust, and then I'm gonna make just a small pie. Y'all probably think I eat a lot of sweets. That's not the case. That's not the case. I do bake a lot. Yesterday we had a group coming over to our house, so I baked some sweets for then. It's usually stuff like that, but y'all probably think I eat a lot of sweets, but that's not always the case. I do enjoy baking though, so there's that. Okay, so I'm done with that part. I put it back in the fridge until I'm ready to actually put the pie together, which I'll do actually later this afternoon sometime. But now I'm going to eat lunch and get back to knitting. so I haven't really updated y'all on what I've been working on. This is the Daydreamer cardigan, which I have worked on in other videos, but I kind of randomly picked it up this video because it's using some similar sized needles as some of my other projects. So I've kind of moved over to this one and I finished the sleeve, the first sleeve. I have to do the other one now, and I had the needles ready to go, and then I'm going to finish the body. For those that don't know, I don't have a lot of the yarn that I'm using. This is one of 2 skeins that I have left, so I'm going to use that for this sleeve, and then the other one for just a little bit more on the body, and then for the button bands and then the collar. So I've been working on this a little bit. Let me show y'all what else I'm working on. Okay, so I don't know if I have shown y'all this yet, but this is the swatch that I was working on for that one sweater I was talking about. And I really like how it turned out. I think this is going to be a really cute, kind of just soft sweater. So I'm really excited about that. And then the other thing that I have been working on is the second sock for the Colorway socks that I've been working on. I've gotten it started and I've gotten down to the colorwork section. So I'm really excited about that. And I've also been thinking, we're still at the beginning of October and I have some almost finished projects right here. So I think I might try to finish some of them, or at least get a lot closer than I was, because I finished the first sleeve for the Daydreamer cardigan. I have the needles on to start the second sleeve. I might try to finish the second sleeve and maybe the body, because this is, I think as far as I'm going to knit, I might knit a row or 2 more and then go to the ribbing and finish the body. I don't know if I'll get the collar and the button band done, but I definitely want to try. And then I'm just dropping my projects on the floor right here. And then I have the Salty Day sweater. I would love to at least get a sleeve working on, get a sleeve finished. I don't know how far I'll get. We'll have to wait and see, but I would love to do that. And then I would love to finish around the face for the hood, because it is almost done, and I have around the face, and then I have the cord that goes in the part that I'm about to start knitting. And I think that's what I'm going to finish, is just around the face. I don't know if I'm going to work on the cord yet, but I'm definitely going to do that soon. If I can do that, I think that's a good goal. I think that's a really good goal. So I think now I'm going to go to bed. I am going to stay up just a little while longer and maybe work on the sleeve on the Daydreamer cardigan, see how far I can get tonight, and then we'll pick it back up again tomorrow. I'm also editing and finish editing and uploading a video tomorrow, so I will have a lot of time that I'm sitting and watching my video and editing it, so I'll have some good knitting time tomorrow. So we'll see how far I can get on that. I don't know how much I'm going to get done this week, but I would like to get a good bit done this week. It would be nice to move on to some other projects that I have on my fall knitting list, but we'll have to wait and see. But fingers crossed. so first off, I don't know where my microphone is, so sorry if this is a little bit quiet or it sounds like a little bit off. That is why. Also, I got a haircut yesterday. I kind of showed you all it just a little bit, but that also means that I didn't get to knit a whole lot yesterday because we were just out and about. So I didn't get a lot of knitting done, so I'm a little bit behind on some of my goals, but I knew that I might not be able to complete all of them. But I am halfway through the sleeve on the Daydreamer cardigan. I think I'm going to challenge myself to finish it today. We'll have to wait and see. It is 1:30 now, and I think if I just knit all day, I could easily have the sleeve done and maybe pick up the stitches for around the face on the hood. I kind of want to do that. And if I can do that, I think I could also pick up the stitches for the sleeve on the Salty Day sweater. But we'll have to wait and see about those. Right now, the goal is to work on the sleeve. So I really don't have a lot to do today. So I think this is all I'm going to work on today. So I'm just going to sit here, find something that I can watch, and just knit. So yeah. Okay, so sorry if it still sounds a little off. I can't find my microphone anywhere, and I feel like it's probably going to end up being in like the most obvious place, just sitting there, and I feel like it's sitting there laughing at me that I can't find it. But I am still working on the Daydreamer cardigan sleeve. I am right at the point where I'm going to change needles, and once I do that, I'm going to pick up the stitches. I think for the Salty Day sweater, I think it's the same needles that they use. So I'll be doing that. But yeah, this is the last day of filming. It's actually a day extra because I forgot that I didn't film one day entirely. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to throw in another day. Also, something horrible happened last night. I was using my favorite tape measure, and it just exploded and fell apart in my hands. I honestly sat there for a few minutes wanting to cry because I loved this tape measure. It was shaped like a frog. It was so cute. So now I'm just using a really boring tape measure. I mean, it still does what it needs to, but like, it's not very cute, and it makes me sad. But we are going to staff soon, so I'm gonna look for a few cute tape measures while we're there, and maybe get a few, you know, just have some cute ones. But if I don't find one there, I'm gonna be hunting for a cute tape measure. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to knitting. Okay, so now I'm going to pick up the stitches for the Salty Day sweater. I finished that part on the Daydreamer cardigan. I just need to work on the cuff now, on the sleeve. So I'm kind of achieving some of my goals. I forget exactly what I said I wanted to have. I think I said a sleeve done on the Salty Day sweater. I don't think I'll get that done today, but I definitely want to pick up the stitches. So I'm going to work on that now. I got a nice cup of tea. And yeah, it's really comfortable weather out here today, so I'm also wearing my Moral sweater. I haven't gotten to wear this one a whole lot, so I'm probably going to wear it a lot this fall, but I absolutely love it. But it's comfortable weather out here today, so I'm probably going to sit outside a good portion of the day. But yeah. Okay, so I'm working on the sleeve for the Salty Day sweater. And I'm really enjoying my time outside, but I didn't realize that it's already 2 o'clock. I've been out here for a while now. Today feels like it is going by so fast. I don't know why, but it is a nice, comfortable temperature. My dog did get a little bit cold, so I covered her up with the Daydreamer cardigan. Um, it's just such a nice day, and it's making me really happy because that means it's finally going to become sweater, weather, sweater, weather. It's really hard to say. And that just like makes me really, really happy. Um, and also, I figured out how fast that the Salty Days sweater pattern just works up. I feel like I've done this much work in like no time. So, yeah. Okay, so y'all should be able to hear it in the background. It is really raining out here right now. It's nice and cozy, but I think I'm gonna go inside right now because I just finished like a good portion at the beginning of the sleeve on a Salty Days sweater, and it is 4 o'clock now. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pick up the stitches for around the face on the grandma core hood and just kind of work on that for a little bit. I'm also making dinner tonight, so I'm gonna do that here in the next little bit. But it's just so cozy out here. I almost don't want to go in, but at the same time, like my camera's dying. My earphones, I was listening to some music and they died, so having to go in and charge those. But yeah. Okay, so that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope y'all did enjoy. Real quick, let's go over what I worked on in this video. Okay, so I mentioned this one at the beginning and I didn't end up working on it a whole lot, and that is the emotional support chicken that I'm making for my mom. I'm definitely going to pick this one up again maybe this upcoming week and get started back on that, but I did get distracted by a few other projects, and yeah. Okay, so the next one is the grandma core hood. I did end up finishing around the face. I just need to sew it down, and then that will be done. And then I also need to make the cord, but it is really, really cute. I love how it's working up, and I can't wait to wear it this fall and winter. Okay, so the next pattern is number 32 out of 52 Weeks of Socks, volume 2. I got down to the Colorwork section. These are just such pretty socks. I absolutely have enjoyed knitting these. I'm going to pick this one up again soon, maybe here in the next week or so, and work on it some more. But aren't these so pretty? I just absolutely adore them. But yeah, I really like this pattern. And the next one is the Daydreamer cardigan. I did end up finishing one of the sleeves, and I'm about done with the second sleeve. It is looking so cute. I can't wait for this project to be done because I really, really want to wear it. I'm going to try to finish it before SAF and maybe wear it then, but we'll have to wait and see if I can. But I really, really like this pattern. I definitely want to get some more yarn and knit like the full size cardigan, but I know this one's going to be a little bit cropped, which I'm perfectly okay with because I think it will look really cute with a high-waisted skirt. So yeah, I can't wait for this one to be done. And the next project and last project for this video is the lovely Salty Day sweater. The body is complete and I am now working on the first sleeve. I got a good bit of work done today, so I'm going to continue working on this. Maybe I will also be able to get it done before SAF. So we'll have to wait and see because I might also wear this. But yeah. Okay, so that's it for today's video. I hope y'all did enjoy, and if you did, definitely give this video a like, and also subscribe to join our lovely little knitting group here on the internet. And also come back next week because next week is a special video. It is going to be a birthday vlog because my birthday is coming up this week. So I'm really excited for that, and hopefully I can find my microphone by then because it is still missing. I don't know where it is. I'm looking for it. I know it's probably going to be either in the most obvious place or the place that I'm like, how did it get here? So I'm still looking for it. Hopefully I can find it by then. But also comment down below what y'all are currently working on. I always love to hear y'all work on such cool projects, and also just if you want to recommend a pattern, do that as well because I'm always looking for new patterns to knit and I love to see what y'all are working on. And I will see y'all next week. Good night.